Kingston couldn't say a word as he was escorted out of the courtroom hours ago.
Jury selection is now complete in the federal fraud case against rapper and singer Sean Kingston and his mother.
The federal fraud trial for rapper Sean Kingston and his mother are now underway in Fort Lauderdale.
New tonight, a guilty verdict in the federal fraud trial of singer Sean Kingston and his mother Janice Turner.
What if I told you Sean Kingston didn't just fall off, he crashed. And this time there's no comeback tour, just a courtroom. That smiling voice behind Beautiful Girls? Yeah, the guy who gave us summer anthems and feel-good radio hits? Turns out it was all a facade. Because now, Sean Kingston is facing decades behind bars. And the most shocking part, he wasn't alone. At the center of this wild, spiraling scandal is his own mother. Stick with me, because what you're about to hear will change how you remember Sean Kingston forever. Now, let's break it down. Most people thought Sean Kingston just disappeared from music. One big hit, a few forgettable follow-ups, then silence. But while fans moved on, Sean was quietly building something else. A luxury lifestyle. Flashy cars, iced-out chains, private jets. He kept flexing like he was still topping charts. But ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you heard a new Sean Kingston song? Exactly. Because according to the feds, the entire lifestyle was fake. The wealth, fabricated, the success, long gone. And the money? Well, that came from fraud. We're talking about a multi-year, multi-state operation of fake wire transfers, forged documents, and unpaid merchandise. Here's just a glimpse of what Sean Kingston and his mother were accused of. $150,000 sound system obtained for free, designer watches and chains, never paid for a luxury Escalade obtained under false pretenses. Tech gear, electronics, and fashion items purchased with doctored payment confirmations. And the wildest part, he name-dropped Justin Bieber, promising a company that Bieber would appear in a commercial, all to get a discount. Spoiler alert, Bieber had nothing to do with it. And that lie? It triggered a lawsuit. The lawsuit exposed invoices. The invoices exposed forgeries. And the feds came knocking. But here's where it gets even messier. At the heart of this whole thing wasn't just Sean Kingston. It was his own mother, Janice Turner. And this wasn't her first rodeo. Back in 2006, she was convicted of bank fraud and making false loan applications. She did time. And just 2 months after her release, boom, Beautiful Girls hits the charts. Coincidence? Maybe. But now, with both Sean and Janice convicted in 2024 of federal wire fraud, it's starting to look like fraud was a family business. Investigators say the duo operated with precision, using fake wire transfers, falsified documents, and name-dropping celebrity connections to obtain goods and services without ever paying for them. Their victims? Small businesses, installers, jewelers, tech companies, all promised payment or visibility or connections, and all left holding the bag. And while Sean played the part of the fun, goofy star, behind the scenes, the evidence painted a very different story. In court, his legal team tried to deflect. They claimed Sean was financially illiterate, unaware of the paperwork, that Janice orchestrated most of it, that Sean was simply a naive artist, manipulated by those around him. But then, the paper trail surfaced. Text messages, emails, forged confirmations, and testimony from insiders who said Sean was involved every step of the way. Let's talk sentencing. Sean and Janice were convicted on 5 counts of federal wire fraud. Each count, up to 20 years in prison. That's a potential 100-year sentence. Now, realistically, they likely won't serve the full term. But Janice, as a repeat offender, is facing heavy time. And Sean? He may get a reduced sentence, but the fallout is already irreversible. His music career? Done. His public image? Burned to the ground. His finances? Likely wiped out by lawsuits, court fees, and asset seizures. And the legacy? Well, it's not Beautiful Girls anymore. It's memes, TikTok jokes, tabloid headlines like one-hit wonder, full-time scammer. And then came the courtroom breakdown. When the guilty verdict was read aloud, Sean Kingston broke down crying, tears, yelling, screaming to the judge, "Protect my mother," as Janice was remanded into custody immediately, cuffed and led away. It felt like a movie. But there's no soundtrack, no fade to black, just a sentencing date, and a whole lot of broken trust. So now it's your turn. Should Sean Kingston face real prison time? Or do you think he was just a pawn in a larger game? Drop your opinion in the comments. If you believe justice matters, celebrity or not, hit that like button. And subscribe because we bring the truth. No spin, no cover-ups, just real stories. From Billboard #1 to being #1 on the FBI's radar, from beautiful girls to federal fraud charges and a courtroom collapse, Sean Kingston didn't just fall off. He tried to fake the fame, and now he's facing the consequences. And when sentencing day comes, only one question remains. Was it worth it? Or did Sean Kingston trade a platinum plaque for prison bars?